Good evening and welcome to Mega News at 6 p.m. We begin tonight with major stories, making headlines both locally and internationally. Moving on to the major headlines, stay with us.
Mahama bags Speaker's National Integrity Awards to strengthen Ghana's institutions. In business, intravenous infusions leads explosive gains on Ghana Stock Exchange. And on the international front, people trapped in Japan Mall after earthquake as factory chimney collapse leaves others missing.
You can watch us on all our social media platforms at MBN 360. We have the details of these stories and more. My name is Nade Degogu. Now the news in detail. But before we say, let's take a look at the major headlines. To our first story, President John Dramani Mahama has endorsed the Speaker of Parliament's proposed National Integrity Awards, describing the initiative as a timely step towards promoting ethical leadership, accountability, and strong public institutions across Ghana.
President John Dramani Mahama has thrown his support behind the Speaker of Parliament's proposed National Integrity Awards, saying the initiative will help reinforce integrity, transparency, and excellence in public service. The president noted that recognizing individuals and institutions that demonstrate high ethical standards is essential to building public trust and strengthening Ghana's democratic institutions. He said the awards will encourage accountability, inspire professionalism, and promote a culture of integrity across both the public and private sectors. President Mahama further stressed that sustainable national development depends not only on sound policies, but also on credible institutions and leaders committed to serving the public with honesty and responsibility. The National Integrity Awards are expected to recognize outstanding contributions to ethical leadership and institutional excellence while encouraging higher standards of governance nationwide.
Moving on, President John Dramani Mahama has welcomed the first female Archbishop of Canterbury to Ghana in a landmark visit, describing the occasion as a significant moment for faith, diplomacy, and the enduring partnership between Ghana and the global Anglican Communion.
President John Dramani Mahama has hosted the first female Archbishop of Canterbury in a historic visit to Ghana, marking a significant milestone in the relationship between the country and the worldwide Anglican Communion. The visit underscores the importance of interfaith dialogue, peace building, and collaboration on issues including education, social justice, and community development. President Mahama reaffirmed Ghana's commitment to religious tolerance and recognized the vital role faith-based organizations continue to play in promoting national unity and supporting development. The Archbishop expressed appreciation for the warm reception and commended Ghana's tradition of peaceful coexistence among different religious communities. The visit is expected to deepen ties between Ghana and the Anglican Church while fostering closer cooperation on shared humanitarian and social development goals.
It is my great pleasure to welcome you to the Jubilee House and to Ghana on your first pastoral visit to Africa since your installation as the 106th Archbishop of Canterbury. We are proud you chose Ghana as the first stop on your first visit to Africa. Your appointment is historic as you are the first woman to occupy the office of the Archbishop of Canterbury in its approximately 1,400-year history. This is an important milestone for the Church and a powerful affirmation of the contribution women continue to make to spiritual, professional, and public leadership. Ghana has enjoyed a long historic relationship with the Anglican Church. In school, we all, as children, learnt in our history studies the activities of the early Anglican missionaries in Cape Coast, the school they established there in Cape Coast, and the selection of Philip Kweku to be sent to England in the mid-1700s to study and come back and bring education to Ghana. We deeply value the Church's enduring commitment to promoting peace, justice, compassion.
Also, Minister for Education, Honorable Haruna Iddrisu, says Ghana's economic recovery efforts must now translate into meaningful job creation and improve livelihoods, stressing that macroeconomic stability alone is not enough to meet the aspirants of Ghanaians.
Ghana's economy must go beyond achieving macroeconomic stability and focus on creating sustainable jobs for its growing population. That is the call from Minister for Education, Honorable Haruna Iddrisu, who says while fiscal discipline and economic reforms are important, they must deliver tangible benefits for ordinary citizens. According to the minister, the next phase of Ghana's economic transformation should prioritize employment opportunities, industrial growth, and support for the private sector to drive inclusive development. Honorable Iddrisu emphasized that economic success should ultimately be measured by the number of decent jobs created, higher households' incomes, and improved living standards rather than stability indicators alone. He urged policymakers to ensure that ongoing reforms are backed by targeted investment capable of unlocking opportunities for young people and businesses across the country.
In other stories, a leading public health expert, Dr. Norty, has raised concerns over Ghana's hepatitis B burden, revealing that more than 19% of people living with the virus are unaware they are infected, a situation involves in fueling late diagnosis and preventable deaths.
More than 90% of Guineans living with hepatitis B do not know they are infected. That's according to public health expert Dr. Norty, who is calling for intensified nationwide screening and public education to tackle the silent disease. Dr. Norty says the lack of awareness means many people are diagnosed only after developing serious complications, including liver cirrhosis